Hi gang, hope you're all doing well. Today I'm just going to run through some of the things that you can obviously see on your pieces of paper, just to make sure that you know what you're doing and you're able to follow. Maybe follow me in case you're unsure of some of the exercises. The pictures hopefully do help, but seeing it in video and seeing it from somebody that you know might be even better. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to do workout A, and then you're going to move down. You're going to do workout B. So I'm going to show you all the exercises, some of the things to look out for, and some of the things that you might not necessarily know regarding each of the exercises. Okay, so what I'm going to need you to do is I'm going to need you to have a bottle of water with you before every workout. Have one, sip away at it so you're never really thirsty. And all you need is a bit of room. Okay, for yourselves, you're going to need a chair. So for today, I'm using this bench, but you can use a chair, you can use a couch, whatever's kind of not too high and not too low, somewhere in between. Okay, so what you're going to do first is you're going to get yourself into a 4 or 5 minute warm up. So what I like to do is, what I wrote down here is high knees is a pretty good one. Okay, working the full body. Okay, just getting you warmed up. Okay, that's a good one. Then you can do jumping jacks is another one. You can see me at the top here, jumping jacks, full body. And you're going to try to do that for roughly about 4 to 5 minutes, depending on what you want. Once 1 or 2 minutes are up, then you do dynamic stretching. So this is important. Stretching is done on the move. What you don't want to do is go back down and start doing static stretching, for example, because what we want is we want to make sure that the body is active, especially during the warm-up. Okay? So think about it, what your coaches do. Might be some opening of the groins, might be closing the groins, just making sure, or it might be movement with the hands, just anything that keeps you active and is keeping your body temperature high, okay, and your heart rate high, okay? Now, once that's done, we're gonna go into workout number 8, which is a strength circuit. So you're going to start off with A1, and you're gonna do it for 30 seconds. Then you're gonna move down to A2, another 30 seconds, okay? And you're gonna go all the way to A6, okay? If you can't do 30 seconds of each exercise, just do as much as you can or as best as you can, okay? So what I need you to do, mom, dad, whoever's at home watching you do this, I need them to have some sort of watch, be it iPhone, stopwatch, an own watch, just making sure that they're doing it correctly and that you're timing everything. So they're not doing 60 seconds of one exercise and 15 seconds of another exercise. So it's really, really important that you make sure that it's timed correctly. Okay, so the first one is the chair squats. You're gonna do it for 30 seconds. So I'm gonna use my bench here. So I need you to have your feet shoulder width apart. That's important. So you don't wanna be too narrow or too wide, okay? So you wanna be able to shoulder width apart, okay? Ideally, you wanna be doing this bare feet. Okay, or without any shoes, because shoes these days are actually made more for style rather than actual comfort and actually to help with your posture. So you could have somebody that has a heel about this size and somebody that has a heel this size, and it's just going to differ. So you want to make sure that the variables are the same. So everyone do it bare feet, please. Okay, so we're going to go back in here, shoulder width apart. We're going to pretend someone's going to punch you in the stomach. So you're going to take a big deep breath and make sure that you're nice and firm here. Hands are in front. What you're going to do, nice and slowly down, feel the touch of the chair and back up. Okay, slowly down, feel the touch of the chair, back up. Slowly down, feel the touch of the chair and back up. So pretend you're going to sit down, nice and slow. What you want to avoid is boom, drop quickly. Okay, so you want to have lots of control. Common thing you're going to see in every single one of your movements is this. So when you go down, knees are going to go this way. Okay, so what I need you to do is push the knees out in line with the baby toe. So when you do it for 30 seconds, you're pushing those knees out, touch, back up. Push, 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 back up. And you're going to do that for 30 seconds, okay? Once that's finished, you're going to move on. So A2, hamstring bridge or glute bridge. Some people call it different things, okay? So you're going to be flat. I'm going to do it from this side just so you can see. You're going to be flat, down with your knees bent, okay? Hands, palms facing down into the floor, head back, okay? Common thing is for people to have their head up here and then their neck is in an uncomfortable position. Head back, feet placed firmly into the floor. All you're going to do is, again, take a big deep breath, tighten your core, tighten your stomach, and all you're going to do is raise your hips up as high as you can. Up and squeeze. Squeeze your bum as much as you can. Back down. If you want to drop, you can drop. If you want to make it more challenging, go up, go down, nice and slow, just tiny, tiny bit off the floor, and then back up. So it's really, really important that you go there. And as you bring those hips up, you're really squeezing your glutes as much as possible. Okay? As hard as you can. Squeeze, 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 back down. Okay? That's going to be done again for another 30 seconds. We're then going to move on to A3. So A3, you're actually going to need a small bit of room. So you're going to get yourself into a bear position, bear crawl position. So you're going to start off in a push-up position, like so. And all you're going to do then is, if you want to make it easy, you've got to move with the right hand, left leg. See that? Then as I go, I switch it over. Boom. Left hand, right leg. And again. Then you just move it on the way back. Boom, boom, until you get back into a press-up position. Then it's the same again. Right hand, left leg. What you're trying to do is keep your core as tight as you can, okay? And you're going to do that for 30 seconds. Now, one little important reminder, and I've specified it here on the page, no rest in between. So the minute you're done with one exercise, move straight on to the next one. Okay, now the next one is a single leg hop. So this is important. Anytime you do single leg stuff, you always want to start with the weaker one. So just pick the one that you don't usually kick the ball with or feel more comfortable kicking the ball with. So I'm right-footed, means I'm going to start with my left. Okay, so the weaker side first. So what's going to happen is I'm going to go on one leg, hands by the side. I'm just going to jump up and try to land. Boom. Now, common thing you're going to see. You're going to jump and it's going to be, whoa, this way. It's going to be really, really important that, again, you brace here, jump, and land, and focus on the land and making sure the knee stays nice and stable, ankle stays nice and stable. So again, you're going to go for 30 seconds, jump, and land. Use your hands, pretend you're going for a header, jump, and land, okay? Now, if you don't find that it's too good or you're moving too fast when you land, just decrease the distance of your jump. So just go slightly and land. And then as you get better at it, boom, up and land, okay? 30 seconds. Next time you come around to this exercise, you'll swap these, okay? Now, the next one, push up or press up position. I'll show you from this side, okay? So hands or shoulder are in line, okay? So hands and shoulders are in line. Now, you're gonna go up, your feet are where your hands are. So for example, my hands are shoulder width apart, my feet are shoulder width apart. You can do that if you like, that makes it easier, okay? But I want you to keep it shoulder width apart. All you're gonna do then is, you're just gonna put yourself into this position and you're just gonna hold. Now, what's important, if you look from this way, hands under the shoulders, common thing is this, okay? See that? The hands are further from the shoulder. The further the hand is from the joint in terms of weight, the tougher it is and more prone to injury it is. So you want to make sure that everything's in line. So in line, and then I'm just going to try to hold this for 30 seconds. Now, what's important here again is squeeze in here and squeeze your bum. Okay, so big deep breath and squeeze. What we're looking for is that you stay as straight as possible. Some of the things you might look out for, that's going to happen, okay? Means that the core is weak and you're going to drop. Perfectly normal at your age. But I want you, even if it drops, okay, go back. And then if you need to stop, stop, and then go back again, okay? Or you might see this, okay? That means the glutes are inactive, okay? So glutes are slightly inactive, okay? So I want you to hold it for as long as you can. Or in this case, 30 seconds. Okay, if you can. Now, last one is a slight little progression of that. So again, similar setup, but this time we're gonna go on our elbows. So again, your fingers, if you point your fingers up this way, you wanna be in line with your eyes. So again, you don't want to be too far forward. As you can see, too far forward there, they're not in line with my eyes. So they need to be in line with my eyes, right under my eyes. Now, same thing here. I'm gonna try keep myself as straight as possible. Again, common thing you'll see is this and that. So keep it nice and tight and just hold for 30 seconds. That's it, okay? Once all that's done and you finish with A6, you take 60 seconds rest, get some water, do what you need to do, and then go back and do it again. You only do it twice. No more than twice, please, okay? Twice. Now, once you've completed 2 full rounds of workout A, you're gonna scroll down and you're gonna go to workout B. Now, workout B is mainly gonna be focused on your core. Sometimes the misconception is core is just your abs. Core goes from the sternum, which is your chest bone here, all the way down to your hips. So sometimes when people get low back pain, it could be from different reasons, but it's usually sometimes weak core, okay? Because your lower back is made up of your core. So think about it, it's anterior front and posterior back. So it goes from here all the way around, okay? All the way around. So now what we're gonna try and do is we're gonna try and do 7 core exercises. Some of them are going to be the same. Well, one is going to be the same like you did previously in the workout A, but some of them are going to be new. Some of them you might have done before, you might have, okay? So first one, B1. Again, this round I said you only do 1 round. No 2 rounds, 1 round only. You're gonna do 20 to 30 seconds on each exercise, and then you're gonna move down, okay? Now, what's really important again is that you have a timer. So you're holding, mom or dad says, okay, you got 2, 3 seconds left, hold, break. If you can do 30 seconds, brilliant. If 30 seconds is too much at this moment in time, just bring it down. 25, 20 seconds, but I need you to do 20 seconds at least. Okay, so I really need you to push it for 20 seconds, minimum. So first one is a crunch. Everyone knows what a crunch is. Now, crunch is slightly different to a sit-up. Okay, so crunch, shoulder width apart with your feet. Okay, head back. And the way I like to do the crunch, I'm just gonna move in this way because my floor is slippy. Okay, what I like to do with the crunch is I like to put my hands on my thighs. Okay, it's a good indicator. Now, all you do is bring it up as far as the knee. Up, back down. Hands remain on your thighs the whole time. Common thing you'll see is they go up and then they come back off. Keep them there. The reason for that is it keeps your obliques and your lats engaged here. Okay, so keep it here, up, back down, up, back down, up, back down. You'll feel that right in the middle of the stomach here, okay? Right in the middle of the stomach. Once that's done, 20 to 30 seconds, Russian twists. Again, I'll say this, always keep everything body weight. No weight, no resistance, just body weight. So, Russian twists. I'm going to be in a seated position, if you can see from the side. Legs or feet are going to be crossed, okay? Now, what's really important is the minute you elevate your feet, it puts a bit more pressure onto your lower back. So what I need you to do is make sure that in here, it's nice and tight. So feet up and nice and tight here. Now, hands by the side, you can do it this way, whichever way you like. What you're gonna do is rotate. So I'll show you for here. Rotate, full body to the floor and back to the other side. Now, common thing you see is people look straight and they just move. I want you to make sure that the neck goes with the body, okay? So the neck goes with the body. Boom, boom, and touch. If you can't do that, put your feet down and then rotate from side to side. But ideally, we want your feet up. Touch, touch, and again, 20 to 30 seconds at most. Now, the next one is a 6-inch and hold, pretty much what it says. So if you look from the side here, I'm gonna lie flat down, hands pushed into the floor, head back. Now, again, if you remember what I said in the last exercise, once you lift your feet up off the ground, lower back becomes slightly more strenuous, okay? So it's really, really important that you keep this nice and tight. Now, what you're gonna do is, you're gonna push your hands into the floor. What you're gonna do is keep your feet together, like so. Off the ground, hold as long as you can, back down, okay? Hold off the ground, back down. If you can hold it for 5 seconds, brilliant. If you can hold it for 10 seconds, excellent. Hold and back down. Now, when your feet go up, don't raise your neck. Keep your head back. What you always want is neutral spine, so your spine to be in a nice neutral safe position, okay? So feet up and back down. Hold for as long as you can, back down, okay? If you can hold it for the full 20, 30 seconds, amazing, okay? Amazing. If not, hold it for 5 or 6, back down again. Okay, now, supine bicycle, which basically supine means you're on your back, okay? So, I'm gonna show you from this way. Again, we're on our back and we're gonna pretend we're riding a bike. So, both our feet are on the pedals, hands on the head, okay? Now, once one leg extends, the other one, the opposite hand touches off the side. Touch, okay? Now, make sure you fully extend that leg. Touch, touch, touch. If you can do it a bit quicker, touch, 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 okay? So, key is opposite sides. Boom, boom there, leg comes out. Boom, leg comes out. Okay, again, that's 20 to 30 seconds. Now, steam engine, again, it's anti-rotation. In this case, it is rotation. So, I'm just gonna move this slightly higher so you can see. Okay, so steam engine, you're gonna be standing shoulder width apart. Okay, hands, this is just the opposite one of lying down. So hands on the head. All you're gonna do is bring left knee, right hand. So boom, touch, boom, touch, boom, touch, boom, touch. What you really wanna do is compress and contract that middle of the body when you touch, boom, boom, boom. And again, 20 to 30 seconds, okay, controlled. Once that's complete, we're gonna go into a side plank, okay? This one is probably the most challenging, or will be the most challenging for some of you. For some of you, it might not be, depends on what your level is. So, side plank, again, if you remember what I said in workout A, we always wanna start with the weaker side, okay? So, whichever hand you don't write with, I want you to start with. I'm right-handed, so I'm gonna start with my left side, okay? So, what's important is, I have a mat here. If you have a mat, here's a good little tip. Use the corners of the mat to align your body. So let me show you. Okay, let me just move it slightly. So in this case, I'm doing my left. So elbow goes right into the corner and my hand goes right in line. So if somebody's watching, it's an easy way to correct if somebody's out of line. At the back, you know, you can't see here, but my left leg and my right leg are on top of each other. So my right leg is on top of my left. And my body's in line with the corner of the mat. Now, hand can go up here, or it can be on your hip. And all you're gonna do then is raise your hips. Okay, so from the side, let me show you, it looks like this. Okay, there, raise your hips up. Now, if you can't do that, this is important. Get yourself into the same position. Keep the bottom leg down and keep the top leg up. So there, that's the regression, okay? If even that's too challenging, just bend your feet, keep them on the floor, and then raise, okay? And then keep your hand up. Again, you're gonna do 20 seconds on just your weaker side, okay? 20 to 30 seconds on your weaker side. If you want, you can switch over to the other side also, but for now, just worry about the weaker side, okay? And then we're going to go into a plank that you did as the last one of the above, okay? So here, and we're just gonna hold, okay? Again, remember what I said, making sure that that's nice and straight. And you're gonna hold that for 20, 30 seconds, okay? That's it, okay? It should not take you longer than 30 minutes to complete the whole thing, okay? According to the ways I put it, it shouldn't take you longer. If you take a bit extra more break or however long you need to recover before you move on to the other round, that's up to you, but it shouldn't take you longer than 30 minutes. So it's basically, if you do it twice, it's an hour work a week, okay? We're all stuck at home now, and most of us are. Everyone's got a small bit of room. You don't need much. You don't need any equipment. So there should be no excuses. You should be able to get this done, okay? So listen, if there's any issues with it and you don't have my details, just ask Logan, just ask anybody. And if you need any more information regarding any of the exercises, don't be afraid. Just pop me an email and I'll get back to you. More than happy to help. Okay. Hopefully you enjoy the workout, and fingers crossed we're out of this and get onto the pitch as soon as we can. But for now, we just got to work on different bits. Okay. Enjoy. Thanks, guys.